Warm, sunny days are coming, and Lansing Community College is ready to give your child a summer of serious fun. The LCC Youth Summer Camps are now enrolling. There's a camp to spark every child's interest, from exploring Michigan wildlife to battling robots to film and animation. Full and half-day sessions are held at LCC East. Plus, there's before and after care, so it's convenient for parents too. More than 25 camps are available. View them all and register at lcc.edu/seriousfun. That's lcc.edu/seriousfun.
Listen, were you forced into getting a solar contract and now you just don't want it anymore? Maybe the solar company misled you. Or is your solar contract buried with hidden fees? Are you not saving the amount of money you thought you would on your energy costs? Don't worry. At the Solar Exit Hotline, we can help you cancel your solar contract, even if the panels are already installed. Our experienced legal team will review your contract and help you cancel it, possibly saving you thousands of dollars. You got to call right now for complete details. So listen, if you're not happy with your solar contract for any reason, we are here to help you cancel it. Call the Solar Exit Hotline now for immediate options to help you exit your solar contract. This call is 100% free.
800-452-8142. 800-452-8142. 800-452-8142. That's 800-452-8142.
Hey, listen to me. I'm one of the credit cards in your wallet. I'm about to explode and pop like a balloon. You're using me and my brothers way too much. Your credit cards aren't the only ones annoyed. It's your paycheck that doesn't have enough to pay everything. Save your credit cards, your paycheck, and yourself a lot of PAIN. Pain. Call the debt helpline now, not tomorrow, right now. Our experts will show you how you can cut your interest rates and your payments on your credit cards in half. Credit card companies have special assistance programs designed to help you. Make this 100% free call right now and learn how you could get out of credit card debt. Here's the number.
800-915-6831. 800-915-6831. 800-915-6831. That's 800-915-6831. Paid for by Zero Debt.
It's the Sunday Chronicle on Stax 92.1. It's the Sunday Chronicle. We gon' give the news and keep you up to date. From crimes to the politics, you gon' know what's up about your way. We give 2 thumbs up to everyone out here doing their thing. We gon' show mad love to all the ones working hard in communities. It's the Sunday Chronicle.
Good morning and welcome to the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Yanice Carter, coming to you from Stax 92.1 FM. This is the platform for community because community knows what community needs. I'd like to thank all of my listeners for being here once again on the Sunday morning. Also like to thank our followers for being here. We could not be here without you as we approach our 40 years in business for the Chronicle News. We are so excited. So thank you again for all your love and support over these years. We could not do it without you. Also would like to thank my trusty co-host to my right, Span.
Dick Peffley's here!
Yay!
Oh.
I wish I had like some confetti in one of those New Year's spinner thingies. I forgot.
I never knew what those were. I was like, why do people do these? They just make a weird, irritating noise.
I don't know, but I felt like I needed
to celebrate.
I felt like I needed that.
It's all good to each their own. I just like to yell
confetti.
People's names.
Confetti.
You nailed it.
and that again brings us to our guest, our very special guest, Mr. Dick Peffley of Lansing Board of Water and Light. Thank you for being here today.
It is my pleasure. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Awesome. So it's good to meet you in person because the last time you were here via phone. So I'm glad that you're here so we can do selfies after the interview.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So we are here today to talk about the upcoming resource fair, correct?
Yes, we are.
All right, so let her have it. What's going on, Dick?
Well, the BWL and nearly 24 nonprofit organizations and community partners are hosting the biannual Community Resource Fair.
So tell me a little bit about what goes on at the Resource Fair.
Well, the event helps connect BWL residential customers that are behind on their bills to information on resources and financial assistance. And we've done this since 2021. It's been very successful. To date, we've brought in more than $4 million to help our customers pay their bills.
That's awesome. I have been following the campaign over the years because I also help promote the campaign. So I'm very excited about doing that once again.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Yanice, but I'm sorry. Did you just say you help get people money to pay off their bills, their electric bills?
Absolutely. $4 million since 2021.
I mean, I got my bill due. Looks like I need to show up because I can see that money for vacation.
Right.
That's what I'm looking.
We gotta go. I'm gonna go.
I'll get you in if you come.
Hey,
All right.
Where do you source this money from?
All different agencies. There's state funding available. We have community partners that have funding available. So it's our job. We hook the customer up with the appropriate funding organization. I go to each one of these, and I gauge success based on when I watch the customers leave, if they're smiling or not. And most of them are smiling, because if they came down here and didn't get any help, they're not going to be smiling. So I look at these as being very successful for our customers as well as the BWL and its partners.
Very good. So before this began, this campaign that you have biannually, who was involved in making this happen?
Well, the Board of Wildlife led the effort on to get these community partners together, because we saw the customers struggling to pay their bills, and we wanted to do something about it. And once we reached out, the partners, they came out of the woodwork. Yeah, we can help. We can do this. We can do financial counseling there. We have these funds available. And there's just a list of about 20 of them. And I'm not going to rattle them all, because if I miss one, they'll come after me.
Look,
I don't want that happening.
I was just about to ask you, too, so I won't do that then. I just remember going and seeing some of the different stations, MDHS and is it DHHS? I get getting the acronym incorrect, and then the Ingham County Treasurer and such. I've seen quite a few CACS, helping residents with their bills and everything. And it seemed like it was a lot going on. They had like pizza. The city of Lansing was there last time I went. It was pretty big.
It's well attended, which means that it must be working, since we've been doing it again since 2021. We wish we didn't have to do it, but we see the need out there. We know that customers are struggling, and we want to be there to help them.
Yes, and in addition to this resource fair, there's different things available to the customer as well, right? When they're having trouble paying their bills, like just through BWL, like payment plans and such, right? Oh,
absolutely. We encourage the customers. If you've got a bill issue with us, don't be embarrassed. Call us. We have resources. We have access to millions of dollars that we can help them get these bills paid. So just call us, and we're happy to help.
What's this about? Pizza?
I haven't seen the advanced menu, but there's usually something there, to help you relax when you're coming in there. Because it's tough for a family to come in there and say, I'm having trouble paying my bill. Well, don't be nervous about this. You've paid into these funds over your life, so now maybe you need to collect back. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Well, that is a big thing coming up, and you said you'll be there and you'll be ready to, chat with some customers and stuff. And I wanted to ask you the outlook on 2026 and some of the goals. I know that's quite a shift, but I just interested in some of the goals you have for LBWL and the community.
Well, our biggest goal right now, one of them is to work on efficiency. We want to minimize any kind of rate hike, and we strive to keep those increases below inflation. Yeah. So we think that's a big victory, because if you stay below inflation, it means you got to be doing a better job of managing, because things are going up and you're not recouping that. Because we know our customers, are. A lot of those are on fixed incomes. We'll also have big goals towards our renewable energy portfolio, a 50% renewable energy by 2030. That's a goal, and now it's actually a requirement. Currently, we have to provide 15% renewable, and we're at 21, so we're ahead of that goal, so we're pretty proud of that.
That's great. That's great. So what are some things you see on the horizon for BWL?
Well, we're doing a lot of work out there on the water side of the company, too.
Okay.
We're replacing 8 miles of water main a year now. We used to replace about 1.5 miles, but just because it's out of sight doesn't mean it can be out of mind. You know, water pipes are getting older. I know that the city's pretty happy about getting 8 miles of new road a year for minimal cost, but it also will put a lot of those orange barrels up around town as we do the work, but it continues helping us make sure our utility is very reliable. On the electric side of the company, we continue to build out our renewable portfolio with more solar and some wind farms that we're looking at constructing. So those are very exciting times for the board. And again, we're doing everything we can to make sure that we're running efficient and reliability, and that's our goal.
Well, very good. And so Dick, if you could explain a little bit more about your position and what you do for BWL. That'd be great.
Sure. I'm the general manager of the company, and I'm tasked to make sure that we enact and manage a strategic plan that's approved by my board of commissioners. And so that really is managing the organization at a very high level to set goals and objectives for renewables, cost cutting, reliability. And so we've got about 830 employees. We do a lot of work in the community that we're involved with, capital work. If a company's breaking ground on a $50 million building, that makes the paper. We do $100 million in the community every year in capital improvement, so we have to manage that. And we have a big workforce that's out there to support our customers. And so ultimately the buck stops with me, so we try to do a good job so that we don't get any complaints from our customers.
Well, I think he's tapping me on the shoulder here. What's going on?
He wants pizza.
I mean, yeah. I mean, who doesn't? But yeah, I'm kind of curious. These board of commissioners you have to report to and get things approved by.
Yes.
How many are there?
There's 8 of them.
Okay, and how many of them, without naming names, would you like to choke?
No, my commission's great.
Okay.
They're appointed by the mayor, approved by the city council. They serve without any compensation. They are very good to work with. They work in unison. So right now, no choking of any of them, please.
Fair enough.
And look, you're talking about the community and things that you do in the community. I'm looking forward to, going to that chili cook-off. You guys help out with that, right? You sponsor that? That is the chili cook-off and...
We did for years, and now private entities picked it up, and we're letting them run with it. And we're looking for our next adventure. But we sponsor a lot of things, Silver Bills. Now, I don't want to talk a lot about it because that means cold coming back. But
okay, I was going to ask you, but I'm like, I don't know if you want to talk about Silver Bills.
5K, Adopt a River. We do all of that sponsorship, so we're very pleased. Adopt a River is really cool. Where we go out there and clean up a chunk of the river with the community and get a lot of participation in there. This 5K, I watched that.
I was going to ask
no running there.
No running?
Charity golf outings where we raise money for different charities, like the Wounded Warriors campaign. Some of it goes to the MSU women's basketball team. I think we've raised $500,000-$600,000 over the years for those. So we're out there in the community.
So we could just we can go to the website, get plugged in to see what you're doing in the community, correct?
Right on the front page. Just click on it. It'll take you and tell you what we're up to.
All the events. Now, I got some more things I want to ask you about, but
Me too.
Of course.
And they're not pizza related, I swear. Most of
He wants some pizza. I was thinking about pizza too, but we'll talk more about pizza. But first, I would like to take a small break, but not before reminding our listeners that this is the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Yanice Carter, coming to you from Stax 92.1 FM. FM. This is a platform for community because community knows what community needs. We'll be back after this.
What is Recover Now? It's a movement to get clean and sober, started by you, friends and family members, or maybe even the person suffering from an alcohol or drug problem. Recover Now is a free service that helps people find treatment facilities covered by private insurance to help them start the road to recovery and succeed. If you or a loved one wants to recover now, call this number. It's a free call. Many of our treatment counselors have been exactly where you are, and they know what you're going through and how to help you get where you want to be. And that is on the road to recovery. With one free phone call, my specialist will check your insurance and help you get the best treatment for your needs. Remember, get clean, get sober. Use Recover Now as your free service. Here's the number.
800-936-5087. 800-936-5087. 800-936-5087. That's 800-936-5087.
I'm in my late 60s. My husband died a few years ago. He did all of our taxes. I sold a piece of property last year, and I forgot to claim the proceeds of the sale. Next thing I know, I got a letter from the IRS telling me that I owe over $50,000. Now I have a huge tax problem. I don't have that kind of money. I wish I knew who to call.
If you sold property in the last calendar year or didn't claim all of your part-time or even retirement income, you could be in big trouble with the IRS. Call first before they send you a letter. If you've already got a letter, call. We'll help you file years of past tax returns and save you time and money. So call the tax doctor. The call is confidential and free.
800-485-8801. 800-485-8801. 800-485-8801. That's 800-485-8801.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify. 800-910-6034. 800-910-6034. 800-910-6034. That's 800-910-6034.
Hi, I'm Yanice Jackson, publisher and editor of the Chronicle News, host of the Sunday Chronicle, and mom. Amongst my many titles, I've added writer to them. My new book chronicles everything I've learned along the way. So check out my book, Notes from the Trail, available on Amazon and everywhere books are sold. For more information, visit my website at www.yaniceyvette.com. And welcome back to the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Yanice Carter. And before we went to break, we were talking to Mr. Dick Peffley of Lansing Board of Water and Light. We're just chatting about a few things that are going on in the community, the Community Resource Fair, which they participate in, and they have raised tons of funds. Was it $4 million
Yes.
for residents?
For residents, and I think that we better plug when it is. So,
that's important.
Let's do it.
When and where?
The when is April 15th. That's a Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m. The where is the Alfreda Smith Community Center, and that's at 5825 Wise Road.
All right, so the old Harry Hill, now Alfreda Schmidt. They're going to be out there, lots of vendors, lots of community partners. There'll be pizza, probably. If you're coming straight from work,
There better be now.
Oh, look,
I insist.
No, I don't know. I better stop talking about pizza because I don't want people coming for me if there's no pizza there. Okay. So there's usually something. I'm not going to promise because I don't know. But so I wanted to ask you, I know you have a lot going on. I know you have a busy job and whatnot, but tell me what you do for fun to unwind.
Oh, you don't want to know. I play. Oh, here we go. I play hockey 5 days a week.
What?
Yes.
Seriously? Like ice hockey for real?
Yep. 2 little thin blades up and down the ice. Yeah, all crazy time. So let's see. Thursday night, I get home at midnight, and then 7 a.m. Friday, I've got another game. So, I could probably just sleep there.
Well, and what about your position? What would you say is your...
Hold on. I'm sorry, Yanice.
What?
I wasn't prepared for hockey.
I knew you weren't.
I wasn't either.
Shuffleboard, maybe practice free throws.
I was thinking table hockey, but real hockey.
I travel. I have a tournament in Vegas in 3 weeks. We do Nashville. I was at Sioux 3 months ago.
Wow. Is it pretty aggressive? Like, ooh.
Yeah, what are the rules on fighting?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I don't play golf. See, if I hit you with a golf club, I'm probably doing serious time. If I hit you with a hockey stick, I do 3 minutes. I can do the 3.
So it wouldn't be like Happy Gilmore because he got away with a lot of that stuff.
No, yeah. So, but it's a non-checking league. We know most of each other in there. So, it's pretty laid back. Everybody wants to win, but not at any cost anymore.
Nice.
Not at any cost anymore.
Nice. So being the general manager, what is the best thing you would say is your favorite part of the job?
Oh, I love the people. I'd have been gone a long time ago. The employees are dedicated. They're hometown people, hometown power. And the customers, you have customers that have concerns, and we try to work with them. But overall, when you're out in the community, we're proud to wear the logo. We don't hide it and say, "Oh, here comes the big bad utility." We're there to help the people. We understand that there's always frustrations with some of the customers once in a while, but the satisfaction is when you can solve that problem for them.
Yeah. And you guys recently made some changes to like the board meetings, right? You have additional time before decision is made or something. I don't want to say the correct or the incorrect thing, but didn't you change up some stuff with the board meetings?
When we look at the rate increases, inflationary ones, we used to have 1 meeting. Now we have 2 meetings, different times, so that people can make them. We want to hear what they have to say. So that's a recent change as well.
Yeah.
And also 50% of our business is in the suburbs. So quarterly, I will go out to a different suburb and see if they have any concerns, because they're valued customers too. I just did one in Delta Township last week.
So how far does BWL go out? Because you said the suburbs, and so how far outside of Lansing?
West we had Delta Township. North we're up DeWitt Township. East it's East Lansing. We have some water service Meridian. We go down towards Delhi for servicing water. And so pretty much surrounding the Lansing area. We're out there working with customers.
That's awesome. So what would you say as far as like the next 3 to 6 months, some of the things that you'll focus on as far as an organization would be at BWL?
Next 3 to 6 months. Well, right now we're working on our budget so that we can get that approved in July. So that's a big lift with over 800 employees. Everybody has their Christmas list, so I have to whittle that down so that it makes sense for the organization. And
no free espresso machines in the coffee room.
Yeah.
It's not happening, Jim.
Well, we just deleted the pizza line item, so we've done that. But yeah, the budget, the board is a $2 billion company, so it's a big utility. We're one of the larger utilities in the country, and as far as public, the 2,000 public utilities, we're in the top 25, and so it's a big lift, but it's a huge asset for the city of Lansing because the city does own the Board of Water and Light, but it is governed by the commissioners. So we're always working with the city. We have a great relationship, and trying to coordinate projects so that, they don't put a new road in and then we have to open it up for a water main replacement.
Yeah.
We want to do the water main when they have the road open. So there's a lot of coordination with the city. They're great to work with. But those priorities are what we're setting right now for next year. We're coming into construction season. We're always strengthening the grid because Mother Nature's gotten a little tougher with us on weather. So we're changing a lot of poles to newer and stronger ones so that we can minimize outages. but we're very proud with our strategy for being reliable. We just had some crews up to Alpena helping them from the storm. They came home the other day, help get their power back on. So we help other utilities.
I've seen that quite a bit when there's disasters in other places, and how you all deploy workers to different areas, which is really outstanding.
We do. We had a really tough windstorm come through a couple years ago, so we were on the receiving end calling for help, and the other utilities came down and helped us put everything back up. But the wind, snapped a lot of our utility poles, which is new to us. Those poles generally don't break in high winds, and so we're strengthening them so that we can try to counter Mother Nature's new raft.
Yeah. Oh, another question.
I have another question. My girl and I were looking into solar power installed on our roof, and the numbers seem to go, basically, depending on who you go with, around the cost of a cheap new roof. And I was kind of curious, if you do that and it kind of zeroes out the amount of power that you need. I mean, you would need a battery, of course, to store when you don't have sunlight to collect. Is it possible that you could feed enough power out of your system back into the system where you actually get money from the Board of Water and Light? Like, is that something that's possible? I've heard that in certain municipalities, it is possible that you basically pay it off faster because you're paying into the grid with juice, so they give you money. So I'm curious.
Yes, you can size it to where it's a little bigger than your load. The board has requirements on that, but you can push backwards into the grid and get compensated for that. Keep in mind, solar output, 50% of the year's production of solar is June, July, and August. That's when it's really kicking out. And since you can't store it for more than a short term in a battery, it's advantageous to push it backwards to the Board of Water and Light, and we use it, and then you can reuse it in January when the uptime is 1 or 2%. And that makes it helps pay it off sooner. And there's some very good solar companies out there. But if you ever have a question on one of their solar companies' proposal to you, you call us. And we don't recommend anybody, but we have subject matter experts that can look at it and say, that's a good deal, or, you might want to shop around something like that, so that you can rest assured that we don't have a dog in the hunt and selecting the company, but we know the solar business inside out.
Well, the only difficulty I have is that, like, sometimes they come to your house and say, can we see your bill so we can determine blah, 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 and it's like, you sound shiesty. So it's like, do you have like a list of wholly unshiesty companies, or is there a resource you know of where I can avoid shiesty companies?
Yeah, that's why we would be happy to look at their quote. We don't have a recommendation of
strictly
your shiesty ones versus non-shiesty, but we can look at the quote and say, hey, that passes our smell test. We're happy to do that.
Awesome. Thank you, Dick Peffley.
Anytime.
He's extra. 2
for the price of one.
Right. I thank you for being here. And one quick question before I go, and I don't want to go on too long, but I know you guys are in the community quite a bit, sponsoring and out on the ground, and I wanted to know, how do you all decide, like, which events to stand behind? Is it typically what aligns with your goals and values of the company?
Yes, but we have a community events committee.
Yeah.
So they look at the requests that come in from the different organizations, and they determine what aligns with our goals, and if they're a customer or in our service territory, and they have a budget, and when it's gone for the year, it's gone. But that committee does a really good job, and we like to sponsor everything that we can without putting a negative impact on our customers.
Right. Well, that sounds good, and well, our time is growing near, but I want to thank you so much for coming in. I'm excited, looking forward to taking some selfies with you, and I'm just looking forward to seeing all of the things you're doing to pour into the Lansing community. So we appreciate the resource fairs and the things that are available to the community. We want to help share that message because there's resources out there So we're wanting to stand in the gap and help to bridge that and help you reach the community and spread that message. We're happy we could do that.
It's all about partnerships.
Yes.
Nobody needs to stand alone.
Yes, indeed. And that's what we're here for. We're here to connect communities within Lansing and beyond. And so with that, Span, do you have anything? I'm not supposed to say with that. That's like one of his things. He's like, when you're ending the show, don't say with that being said.
Well, I will say with that, we need to close things so he can get to his hockey game.
Oh, yes. I wish I could see that. I got to see that. You don't check.
It's painfully slow.
Yeah, you don't check anybody.
It goes exactly the speed it's supposed to.
Oh, my goodness. Well, thank you. Oh, wait, were you saying something?
No, I'm just thanking you for this opportunity.
Okay.
I need to read, but it goes fast in my mind. How's that?
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Nick. You're just very pleasant, very pleasant. It is so nice to have you. And Span, thank you once again for helping out with everything, being here, being a great co-host.
You're welcome. I had to know about this pizza business.
Him and the pizza.
Yeah, sorry. I have to go get one right now.
Yeah, it's all about it. Let's order one.
Domino stuffed crust. Ooh.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'd like to thank all my listeners and followers for being here once again on Sunday morning for the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Yanice Carter, coming to you from Stacks 92.1 FM. This is the platform for community because community knows what community needs. Make it a great day.